Fire emergency inside our job site is a crucial subject you need to understand. Always report any and all emergencies to your supervisor, regardless of their size. Emergencies could arise from a variety of potential causes, such as electrical faults, construction equipment, or the presence of flammable materials. You can use fire extinguishers to tackle small fires, provided it's safe to do so. If the situation escalates beyond control, to take the following steps. First, activate the nearest fire alarm. Second, dial emergency services. Third, proceed to evacuate through the nearest safe exit route. Once you've exited the building, regroup at the designated assembly area. And remember, in such situations, elevators should not be used. Let's stress it again, this is all about fire emergency inside our job site, so please pay close attention and ensure to follow the rules. Fire emergency in the building. Alarm sounds. When you are alerted by the resonating sound of the fire alarm, your immediate response must be to pinpoint the nearest safe exit and evacuate promptly, without any endeavor to identify the exact location of the fire. Once you've safely emerged outside, convene at the pre-designated safety zone distance from the building. An important point to engrave in your memory is that, under no circumstances, elevators should be used during the evacuation. Electrical hazard. Possible reasons could be uncovered wires, malfunction of power tools, contact with water. In the event of facing an electrical hazard, here's how you promptly and efficiently respond. Firstly, cut off the power from its source, but only if it's safe to do so. Secondly, if the situation demands, get everyone evacuated from the immediate vicinity. Thirdly, make sure you inform the hazard to the site supervisor without delay. And lastly, cordon off the area to deter unauthorized access, thereby ensuring everyone's safety. Structural collapse. Probable causes behind the structural collapse. Affecting the load-bearing walls, activities involving weighty machinery, inherent structural faults. The next steps for you. Promptly start the evacuation process of the area. Get in touch with the emergency services without any delay. Avoid going back into the building until professionals have declared it safe. Chemical spill, possible triggers, a breach in the storage container, unintentional intermingling, or transportation accidents. First action in a chemical spill, ensure everyone leaves the immediate vicinity. In the event of minor chemical spills, and if you have received the necessary training, utilize spill kits to contain the situation. However, for considerable chemical spills, your first call should be to the emergency services, followed by informing the site supervisor. Always adhere to the MSDS guidelines for handling the specific chemical spills involved. Medical emergency, injury, illness, potential causes, falls, equipment mishaps, or pre-existing health conditions could be the root of the problem. Medical emergency, injury, illness, or response. If necessary, immediately call for medical help. Following that, administer first aid, but only within the purview of your training. It's crucial to keep the affected individual calm and stationary until professional help arrives. Lastly, make sure to report the incident to the safety officer and thoroughly document it. Potential triggers. Always be vigilant for signs of damaged gas lines, malfunctioning equipment, or improper storage. Spotting a gas leak. If you detect a gas leak, remember to maintain your composure and evacuate the premises immediately, proceeding safely. While evacuating, it's crucial to avoid using electrical switches or anything else that could potentially ignite a spark. Once you've reached a secure location, as soon as you're at a safe distance from the hazard, make sure to dial up emergency services. Wrapping up. Lastly, don't forget to report the gas leak incident to your site supervisor. Power outage. Potential causes. There could be disruptions in the local electrical grid or ongoing construction activities causing the power outage. Recommended response. In the event of a power outage, commence by immediately suspending all operations, especially those which are heavily dependent on electrical power. Engage the emergency lighting system at once to ensure visibility and safety during the power outage. For your own security during a power outage, avoid using facilities like elevators that rely heavily on electricity. It's of utmost importance to secure the site and all equipment to prevent any damage or loss during a power outage. Finally, in the wake of a power outage, it's crucial to report the blackout to the utility company for immediate rectification, and also to the site supervisor for proper documentation. Extreme weather events. Potential causes. This could encompass a range of incidents, from storms and gale force winds right up to lightning strikes. In light of such situations, it becomes essential to secure any unfastened materials and equipment that may be at risk. Should the situation intensify, evacuation to a predetermined safe haven may be required. Moreover, consistently monitoring weather updates and following the instructions issued by local authorities is of utmost importance. Intruder or hostile event. Likely triggers, illicit entry, unlawful actions, and potential terrorist activities. Your reaction: promptly notify the on-site security or dial 911. Refrain from interacting with the invader. Depending on the circumstances and directives from the authorities, choose to either evacuate or take shelter. Remember, under no circumstance attempt to be a hero. In case of an intruder or hostile event, safety should be your prime concern. General guidelines. Emergency contact listing. Regularly update and maintain a comprehensive list of emergency contacts, which should include site supervisors and local emergency services. Training initiatives. Ensure the regular facilitation of staff training that focuses on emergency response, such as first aid procedures and evacuation drills. Effective communication. Set in place well-defined channels of communication that encourage the timely reporting and efficient response towards emergencies.
Ever wondered what it takes to create a safe construction site within an existing building? Today we're going to delve into the safe work procedure that ensures everyone's safety during construction activities. The potential hazards in such a scenario are numerous and varied, from dust and debris caused by drilling and demolition, to electrical hazards, structural instability, chemical exposure, and even noise pollution. There's also the risk of slips, trips and falls, issues with confined spaces, the presence of asbestos or lead paint in older buildings, and the danger of falling objects. The first step to mitigating these risks is a thorough site assessment to identify potential hazards. Once the risks are known, dust control measures such as extraction and suppression methods are put into place, along with proper ventilation. Electrical safety is paramount, which means isolating circuits before starting any work. Structural safety isn't far behind, and it's always wise to consult a structural engineer and use appropriate shoring to protect the integrity of the building. Chemical safety involves opting for low VOC materials and providing necessary personal protective equipment, or PPE, like respirators. Noise control measures such as noise reduction tools and hearing protection help tackle noise pollution. Good housekeeping is crucial. Maintaining clean, unobstructed work areas helps minimize hazards. If there's asbestos or lead paint present, only trained personnel should handle their removal. Elevator shafts must be secured with only trained personnel allowed access, and safety measures must be used at all times. Training and use of PPE are vital, as is familiarizing workers with emergency protocols and first aid access. General safety rules include maintaining clear walkways and work areas, wearing appropriate footwear, using specified PPE for hazards, adhering to safe practices and management directives, and promptly reporting incidents, unsafe conditions, and near misses. Iris Construction Management enforces discipline to comply with safety regulations, with infractions leading to escalating disciplinary actions, all documented in the employee's file. Workers have the right to know about workplace hazards, participate in health and safety discussions, refuse unsafe work if their health and safety are at risk, and not face discrimination for raising safety concerns. They also have responsibilities, like following safety procedures, reporting any hazards or unsafe conditions, participating in provided training, and properly using and maintaining safety equipment. In summary, creating a safe work environment within an existing building involves a comprehensive process that includes risk assessment, implementing safety measures, training, and adherence to safety rules. It's a shared responsibility between management and workers, where everyone's role is crucial. Remember, safety is not just a checklist, it's a mindset. Ever wondered how important tool safety is on construction sites? Well, let's dive into it. The purpose of the tool handling, storage and tagout system procedure is to ensure safe handling, storage and management of tools at Iris construction management sites. This minimizes the risk of accidents and tool misuse, and it applies to all employees handling, using, storing or responsible for tools and equipment. The first step in this procedure involves training. Each employee must be trained on the correct usage of each tool before use. Next, we have inspection. Tools must be inspected before use for any damage or wear. Any defects should be reported to the supervisor immediately. Safe use of tools is paramount. Always follow the manufacturer's guidelines for tool use and wear appropriate personal protective equipment. Accountability is key. Each tool must be signed out by the user and signed back in after use. Now, onto tool storage. Tools should be stored in designated storage areas when not in use. These storage areas must be secure and locked after hours. Tools should be kept organized and in their designated place to facilitate easy access and inventory management. Regular maintenance and cleaning should also be carried out as per manufacturer's recommendations. In the event of defective tools, a tagout/lockout system is implemented. Any tool found to be defective or needing maintenance must be tagged with a Do Not Use tag. This tag should include the date, reason for tagout, and the name of the person tagging the tool. The issue must be immediately reported to the supervisor and the tool removed from the work area. Only authorized personnel should remove the tag and conduct repairs. Supervisors are responsible for ensuring adherence to this procedure, and regular audits of tool handling, storage, and the tagout system will be conducted. All employees are required to cooperate with these procedures and any related audits or inspections. Training is a crucial part of this procedure. Employees will receive initial training and periodic refreshers. Additional training will be provided for specific tools as required. Lastly, records of tool issuance, maintenance, and tagout activities should be kept and made accessible for review by management and safety officers. So there you have it. A step-by-step guide to the tool handling, storage and tagout system procedure. Remember, safety first.